Welcome to homework.
I've already drawn the diagram, and in problem 21, we have to add F1 plus F2 first. Well, notice there's a 90-degree angle in between there. So I can just use the Pythagorean theorem to add those together. I'm going to call that F prime. Whoops, prime. So F prime, I thought I put the numbers in for these things, but apparently I didn't. F2 is 200. F1 is 400. And F3 is 300. All right. I think this would actually be easier if I just resolved it into components, but I'm not going to do that because I don't think that's what we're asked to do. So F prime is the square root of 400 squared plus 200 squared. And thinking about one of these angles, and I guess I'm going to call it here. Tangent of theta is the opposite, which is 200, over the adjacent, which is 400. So that's going to give me the theta value. So let's put these into a calculator. Square root 400 squared plus 200 squared. 447 newtons. Theta is going to be the inverse tangent. 200 over 400, which is just a half. 26.6 degrees. All right. So we know that this is 90 degrees here. And so this angle at the bottom is 90 minus theta. Guess I'll call it phi. Is there an easier way to do this? Maybe there is. According to alternate interior angles, this is theta here. Um. Okay, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to resolve this into horizontal and vertical components. All right. If that's 150 down here, then this angle in here is 150 minus 90. It'd be 60 degrees. So This angle over here is going to be 30 degrees. Because 60 plus 90 plus another 30 makes 108. So that's 30. So I'm really trying to get this angle in here. I'm going to erase what I did here because that wasn't necessary at all. So that angle there, which I'm going to call phi, is 90 minus 30 minus theta. 60 minus theta. That's going to be phi. So now, the resultant, no, the force, resultant in the y direction is going to be F prime times the cosine of phi. That's in the upward direction. And that's minus the 300, F3, which is 300. Force resultant in the x direction is just going to be F prime, negative F prime, by the way, sine of phi. So now I can put these into the calculator. So F prime is 447 times the cosine of theta is 26.6 minus 300. That's going to give me 100. Negative F prime times the sine of phi. Wait a minute. I put in theta here, so my answer for 100 was wrong because I put in theta, but I meant to put in phi. Phi is 60 minus theta. So up above, I needed to do 60 minus. So now that gives me 73.2 pounds. Newtons. Okay, so now below I've got negative 447 sine of 60 minus 26 or 26.6. Negative 246. Okay, so now I need to put these together. FRY is positive 73.2 newtons. FRX is negative 246 newtons. So the resultant would be like this. So the resultant would be the square root of 73.2 squared plus 246 squared. So let's get that. $73.2. 257 newtons, and theta would be, theta is going to be right here, although I guess I can't use theta anymore. I'm going to use gamma. Be the inverse tangent of 73.2 over 246. $16.5 degrees. So, the answer in the book is the same, except it says 163 degrees and doesn't specify exactly what it means by that. Determine the magnitude and direction of the force measured counterclockwise from the positive x-axis. So it's saying to measure it here. And so I need to just do 180 minus 16.5. And that gives me 163, which is the answer.